This reading speaks to a couple where something deeper is going on beneath the surface. One person here is being quietly guided towards a calling or a path in life that they may not have fully revealed to their partner yet. There are signs around them, spiritual nudges, synchronicities, feathers, insights that are trying to guide them toward practical steps that would bring a long held dream or purpose into reach. But the truth of this calling may be hidden behind a mask right now, either because the person is unsure how their partner will respond, or because they themselves are still figuring out what it means. In the hidden energy, we see that the tension in this relationship is not really about jealousy or money, the way it might appear on the surface. Instead, there is someone in this connection who feels like the spark between them has dimmed. They're not seeing the signs of desire that they used to see. They want to feel chosen, wanted, defended, even claimed in a way that shows passion. For some of you, this could show up as a partner wondering why the person they love no longer shows that fiery energy, why they don't step forward in public, why they don't display that protective or possessive instinct that says, "This is my person." Someone here wants to feel sexy and irresistible again, even if they are not saying it out loud. At the same time, the card suggests that the partner who seems distant may simply be exhausted or overwhelmed by life. There may be responsibilities, work pressures, or emotional weight that have dulled their ability to show passion in the moment. The love itself may still exist, but the expression of it has become unbalanced. Spirit also revealed that there is an older story still influencing the present. Cards connected to reminiscing, outdated energy, and an emotional anchor suggest that someone in this connection is still carrying unsolved feelings tied to the past. For some, this could involve a past relationship connected to pregnancy or family complications. In certain cases, it may represent a loss, a ghost from the past, or a chapter that ended painfully. That experience left an emotional imprint that still shapes how this person approaches love, vulnerability, and detachment today. Because of this unresolved past, Spirit's advice is about rising above what has already happened and allowing growth to guide the next chapter. The Wings card and the Guidance card suggest that someone is being called to move forward rather than remain anchored in memories or unfinished emotional loops. At the same time, there is also a strong message about new life energy surrounding this connection. For some, this may symbolize a literal pregnancy that has not yet been revealed or recognized. For others, it can represent the birth of a new phase in the relationship, something that will grow unexpectedly once the past is released and the balance between desire and emotional healing is restored. The deeper message of this reading is that this relationship is not necessarily ending. Rather, it is at a point where hidden truths, past wounds, and unspoken desires are all pressing to the surface at once. Someone wants to feel passion again. Someone else is being called towards a greater purpose. And Spirit is asking both individuals to release the weight of the past so the next chapter, whatever form it takes, can begin with clarity rather than old ghosts. Let's tap in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I am your host and reader, Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers and to our subscribers. A special shout out. Welcome to this reading. This reading may resonate with you if you have been seeing 1022 or 515 as reoccurring numbers in your reality. The psalm message for your reading is Water from the Moon by Celine Dion. Someone may use a walkie-talkie. You could have recently found yourself standing in line, in a long line. You could have said to yourself, this feels like eons. There could be a love obsession here or a love spell backfire. So these are the channeled messages. Someone here could be of the Brotherhood. We have blue and white apron, public display versus moon magic, drowning in emotions. You could have recently been in a screaming or heated argument with another person. Something here about the sun and moon along with the eclipse energy is significant. The number 33 or life path 33 may be significant. Someone may be feeling frustrated. Something here about a perfume house and the initials K may be significant. All right, let's get into this reading. I anticipate that this reading may be a bit of a slow burn. You may recently have found yourself feeling or experiencing turmoil during this full moon / eclipse season. You may be in need of some self-care. Okay. There is also a sense here of unreasonability. Maybe feel one person here is feeling as though they've done the most, they've done everything to satisfy being accepted and being loved. We have Dance of Souls. Ooh. Someone here may be attending a wedding or a function of some sorts. If you are in a relationship with another, your beloved's frame is thin, lithe, athletic, or ballerina-esque looking. Someone here may have a background in dance, or you may like to dance. Maybe you used to dance. If this is a partnership, there is need for you taking care of yourself. And there's an invitation here by Spirit that you do kind of a Sagittarius thing of balancing, Sagittarius Libra vibe, by caring for self independently and also simultaneously caring for self through your partner by tapping into some kind of activity here that will encourage intimacy and a closer balance of your souls, feeling closer together, being able to access each other's heart space once again. If you have been feeling overwhelmed and very busy, Even if it means doing your date at home. We have 1101 coming through. Uh, do not only clothe yourself in the energy to be in an intimate and intentional space with your partner, but do show up in that energy in the physical. This means that if you need to get a shave, if you need to shave, if you need to line up, do that. Maybe do something new. Maybe you've never trimmed your brows. Maybe they don't need trimming. Maybe you want to tint them. I don't know. You know, I'm hearing mansplaining, but no, aesthetically, okay. So, if you're feminine, this could also be you tapping into your masculine energy and finding that drive, finding that initiative, defending the spark that is also important, especially if you are in a relationship. Hmm. Make yourself a priority. Ask yourself what is serving me and what is taking from me. Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. And this is so true. The emperor isn't the emperor because he is down in the dirt and trying to do everything for everyone. He's the emperor because he knows the magic of orchestration, of putting into place systems that will assist him, that will work with his flow, not the other way around, which is an inversion. Especially if you're a member of the Brotherhood, this would be against your mandate, against what you're striving for, which is self-mastery. Maybe you currently feel as though the physical world is ruling your reality versus your inner. All right. 8 minutes in. Okay, let's get into this message. Spirit guides those attuned to our highest and greatest good, the higher self of those that will resonate and feed from this reading, along with their ancestors. That would be those that have come before them, that are still humming, maybe at dull frequencies within their DNA, but still there. We invite you forward. We also invite all beings inclined to unconditional love and divine service. And this includes those of the dark as well. All right. Spirit guides, who are we reading for? Water from the moon. Hang on just a minute here. All right. Who are we reading for? We have masked realities and a feather. Beyond posing facades and cover-ups, dare to unveil the hidden truth beneath. This within itself is a gem with the feather energy here. But the deeper meaning is allowing the truth of you to bear witness in the light of day will grant you an abundance, a sense of ease, and an alignment with divine positioning that you were not expecting. This feather card is about travel as well. If you have been seeing feathers in your reality, uh, this is a sign that you have angelic frequencies around you in your reality as well, especially if you have been seeing repeating synchronicities. Spirit guides, what can you tell us about these masked realities? Masked realities feather, achievable insight. You will see that standing in your truth will allow you to advance in a way that will, will allow you to plan the steps that you will take moving forward. And with this plan, it's going to it's going to make things a lot clearer for you going forward. What is hidden in your energy? There could be things here as well that you're not being honest about why you are hesitant in embracing them. Hmm. We have jealousy in the reversed. So I'm getting a supportive energy here. Where even if there may be opposition, there is no jealousy. What is jealousy in the reverse? Nugget in the reverse. Masked realities. Cover-ups. Dare to unveil the hidden truth beneath. There's something here that you're not sharing with your partner. This is something that's tied to your divine purpose. Someone here has been getting nudges to pursue an interest that you carry within your soul and not something that pleases the systems of man. You haven't really talked to anyone about this? Hmm. Uh, You may have thought about doing some kind of humanitarian work or giving back to the community. And this requires you to travel or be in a place other than where you are right now. And you haven't, okay. So the reason why you haven't been thinking about it much is one, it will take you away from where you are right now. And two, ah, Okay, for some of you, it is your partner that has a calling to do some kind of humanitarian service. And there has been someone here isn't being truthful. Yeah, yeah. Someone here isn't being truthful about why they're hesitant in supporting the idea and or sitting down, putting your heads together and planning how you will achieve this goal. It's not about jealousy, I'm hearing, and it's not about the money. What is it about, spirit guys? What is it? What is it about? We have burning evidence in the reverse, obsession in the reverse. Aha. Wow. Okay. I feel like I'm tapping into the energy of your partner. So it's not about money, and they're not. If you've spoken, if you're the one that has the plan, the gift, if you've spoken about doing this, it's not a matter of jealousy and it's not a matter of money. It's a matter of this person is perceiving in your behavior that you don't really care about it that much with obsession in the reversed. There's a lack of passion here. So if you are passionate about doing this, your partner to give you their buy-in, they want to see passion behind this thing that you're saying you want to pursue. I'm getting someone saying in themselves, I can't get behind something that you're not passionate about. So this is someone that moves by passion. Maybe they have a lot more fire than you do. Uh, hmm. Wow. Okay, where is this leading? Wouldn't it be interesting if one of the other cards fell out? We have fiery balance. Oh my gosh, come on. Fiery balance, delicate balance, and passion ignited. Desire, a bit in the challenge. Yes. Where's the passion? Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh. Okay. If you've been working a lot recently and you've been feeling really tired, like you're burning, the candle or the wick at both ends, and it's been really hard just getting your lives in balance or you even feeling within yourself in balance. I'm feeling that you've been just feeling too tired to feel passion. Something here happened. It could have been a conversation. It could have been maybe your partner made advances towards intimacy and you were too knackered for it. They, or if this was something in public and usually, I don't know, maybe you used to have a more fiery way about being with your partner, like territorial, like I'm getting like feralness. If there's a lack of feralness in the relationship, they secretly want this. Yes. They want feralness. They want you to be primal with them. So, listen, if it's been a dry spell, man, have a date, a date idea. There are companies that will come in and set up a tent in your home, and you can plan a whole date night that way. But you can make a few goals, right? And you can make one of them a couple's reset, right? And you can literally bullet point, okay, what are we discussing at this? What do we want to accomplish? And you can speak about the intimacy. You can speak about, okay, listen, I know it's been dry, but listen, man, let's tap back in. I want a WWE, like, come on, tap your hubby, tap your wifey, tap your boyfriend or whatever, right? Um, Tell me, how do you want me to jump in the ring with you? We about to bounce on this trampoline. How we finna bounce on this trampoline? You know what I mean? Like, do you want a feral entry? You want a Roman gladiator style? You know what I mean? Do you, oh my gosh. I won't say that, spirit guys. Someone here maybe, oh my gosh. Somebody, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, no, I'm not. Moving on. Um, yes, talk about how you want it. And you both share, right? At this intimacy meeting, right? And you take turns. And so in the end, you both come out as satisfied parties, right? Maybe your partner will say, listen, I need a buffer. Well, what do you want? Oh, my foot's been aching, and maybe you make it a little, I don't know, a little massage session, do something special, go to your local grocery store and splurge on the most expensive snacks that you probably never tried in your life, and make a nice little display and put a little fruit on the side so you feel better, but negotiate, bridge how you will reignite passion, because there is fire here on both sides. Hello. Where this is leading is that there is fire on both sides. You're both hot for each other. You both want each other, but there's a little bit of an inversion. Mm-hmm. The inversion is there needs to be some resolve. There needs to be stability. Focus on stability and okay, picture a renovation, right? For this date or however you decide to do this with your partner. Um, oh dear, lost my train of thought on that one. Okay. Okay. Thanks for you guys. Think of a construction update on a historically designated home. This requires a lot of planning. You need to go to your building department. You need to go to committee of adjustments. Maybe you need to go to your local city or council to request building records. You will need to be within certain guidelines as well, because the Historic Society would have maintained that certain facets or fixtures within the home must not only be maintained in a certain manner, but updates and any replacements must be approved and done to a certain standard that is consistent and in keeping with the tradition and the history of the home. So this is your relationship. And I'm seeing archaeological brushes here. So someone here may like historical things. Someone may, maybe you're a nerd. Yeah, someone here likes to watch archaeological films. Plug that into your date night. What if this is something that you both share, and way back in the day when you were dating or when you met and you were getting to know each other, this was something that brought you together? Hello? To be yourself a date, to be yourself a movie, and make that a part of your date, and you make it as romantic as you can. All right, spirit guys, what's your advice? It's a very interesting reading. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Wow. Uh, There's someone here that resonates with this reading more so on the frequency of numerology and numerical numbers and numerical synchronicities. There is a realization that you have had by way of divine intervention. Maybe you're choosing not to share it. We have wings, angelic frequency, profiting, upgrade, life purpose, mission. This is you coming out on the, I would say back end, but the front end, because this is very high transformational energy. And you've definitely gone through some planning here and achieved whatever insight that you wanted. If you're in a relationship, it is possible as well that this spiritual work is the intimacy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you are the person whom has the calling for this life purpose work, entering into sacred intimacy and purposeful intimacy with your partner will allow you to remove whatever blockages you have had in getting whatever support you need or planning that you need. Wings rising above, reminiscence in the challenge, outdated in the challenge, anchor in the challenge. There's something here about the past that you're having a hard time getting over. And either the situation on a whole, you or the person that you're thinking about, there is a bubble of an outdated way of thinking and being. Your angels are pushing you to move above this. With the anchor energy in the challenge, there is some kind of money blockage that this is creating for you. This is causing you to be stuck between realms. Mhm. Let's put these cards back. Wings, rising above, future energy in me. Growth's guidance. So there you go. That was your growth's guidance. That this thing that you're holding on to in the past, this person whose photos or memorabilia that you're looking at, there's an energy here that is very outdated between you two. and it's pointless. There's guidance here for you to move past this. Yeah. Nurture your roots and fuel progress. Yeah. Evolve. Wow, that's so much. We're going to put these back, but let's see. Butterfly. Watch. Yes, you'll see when you get over this person from the past and you start to nurture yourself, you're going to rise above your wildest dreams and your butterfly. I don't know, maybe you're seeing butterflies. Maybe someone around you is watching something with butterflies. Something here about an aviary may be important. Someone here may like watches or pocket watches or certain timepieces or moving parts. Maybe you work for, maybe you're a mechanic, maybe you work on cars or music gear, music equipment. So you will transform, and it may be in a very short time frame. This watch and this 3-star energy as well is an invitation for you to co-conspire with Spirit, 3 of Pentacles energy, in order to tap into this boundless spirit. This will also encourage refreshed romance, and this will actually show up in your physical appearance as well. And your relationship, it will feel as though you are really mending whatever bridge needs to be mended here. Okay, let's not get in the weeds too much. Wings, growth, guidance, pregnancy, ghost. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Whoa, that's a lot. Yee. Oh, what? Okay, hang on. Wings, growth, guidance, pregnancy, entrapment, conceiving, mother figure, ghost. Damn. What? Beyond there being an energy to birth something here, like within a relationship, somebody who wants to expand eh, your family. Someone here may be taking a pregnancy test, but it may be a phantom pregnancy, and we'll leave it at that. But this person won't know. Someone here as well may become pregnant and hmm. Hmm. Oy. Okay, the tune of this is changing. So I will enter in this advisory, take the messages as they resonate. Okay. With the entry of this pregnancy energy here, mm, there is a project that you're being guided towards. And someone here will leave or become distant. Oh, 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 okay, okay, got it. Ooh, child. Someone may be experiencing earache on the right side of their heads. That definitely just started to feel that. Okay. Your guides, so if there have been fertility issues here, eh, the divine is guiding you to if okay. Oh, I see. Okay. 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 So you remember those cards that showed themselves in the challenge for you from the past? I'm picking up very strongly on a relationship. If you've had fertility issues and phantom pregnancies, and we leave it at that. And if there was a desire here to expand your family more or expand your family period, and whether you have or you have not been able to conceive. Hmm, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, for some of you, Spirit is saying that experience that you had in the past regarding birthing, pregnancies, projects, for those that it is a project, allow yourself to move away from this because this is causing you money blockages. There's also a situation here. If there is a feminine energy that's resonating with this reading, if you were guided to move away from a pregnancy offer, you take that however you wish, that you made the right decision because this energy would have ghosted and disappeared. So you may be in a relationship and you may have had an experience in the past. Mm-hmm. And this thing from the past it's creating a bit of an energetic blockage in your current relationship. Okay. And this is something that you've been unaware of with already knowing the T in the reversed. Hmm. Man. Mm-mm-mm. Someone here, though, someone here is going to conceive. And you won't know. Pregnancy goes not knowing. Pregnancy goes. Oh boy. Oh boy. What I will say, yes, and I will end your reading here, my loves. Someone here is going to conceive. What I want to say to you as well, for those of you who have had phantom pregnancies, the individual from the past with whom you would have had this pregnancy, the energy, oh boy, how do I say this? The individual whom impregnated you, the masked realities of their energies would have garnered you possibly a stillbirth, how the pregnancy would have transpired, you maybe would have lost your own life. And if the pregnancy had come to fruition, the energies and entities that would have made up the constitution of your child spiritually would have made your life very difficult. The tie that this would have created between you and this person would have made your life very difficult. If you found this reading to be enlightening, revealing, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Until next time, bye for now.